In this video, we're looking at snow blowers that actually handle wet, dense snow without constantly jamming up. Not just big machines for show, but models with the torque, auger design, and impeller speed to keep snow moving when it's heavy and sticky. If you're tired of fighting your snowblower more than the snow itself, this is the list you'll want to pay attention to. Number 5 is the Snow Joe 24V X2 SB18. And I'll be upfront, this is the smallest machine on this list for a reason. If your snow is regularly over 8 inches of soaked slush, this is not your hero machine. But for 4 to 6 inches of wet, compact snow, especially when you stay on top of storms instead of letting it pile up, it performs better than most small electrics. The dual 24V batteries combine for 48 volts of output, and that extra voltage matters because wet snow needs torque, not just blade speed. The steel auger with rubber edging helps scrape closer to the surface and keep snow feeding smoothly instead of bouncing around in the housing. What I like here is that it doesn't feel flimsy. The chute clears consistently up to about 25 to 30 feet in moderately heavy snow, and it doesn't constantly pack up unless you try to overload it. Runtime in wet snow is realistically closer to 25 to 30 minutes under heavy load, even though you'll see 40 minutes advertised. Pricing usually ranges from about $350 on sale to around $500 with extra batteries. If you already own Snow Joe 24V tools, you can save money by buying a tool-only version. This machine is about convenience and lighter-duty wet snow, not brute force. But for small driveways and sidewalks, it holds its own better than most cordless units in this size class. Number 4 is the Toro 60V PowerMax 21-inch snowblower, and this is where cordless starts feeling legitimately capable. Toro's power curve rotor design isn't just branding, it genuinely keeps snow circulating inside the housing instead of allowing it to clump and choke the chute. In wet snow, that constant movement is everything. The 60V battery system delivers noticeably more torque than 40V systems, and you can feel that difference when you hit the heavy stuff at the end of the driveway where the plow leaves that dense ridge. Clearing width is 21 inches, which reduces passes compared to smaller electrics, and throw distance can reach 35 to 40 feet in decent conditions. In heavy, saturated snow, you're probably looking at 25 to 30 feet, still solid. Real-world runtime under load sits around 30 minutes, depending on battery size. Price-wise, expect between $600 and $800, depending on whether you're getting the 6.0 or 7.5 AH battery kit. It's not cheap, but compared to fighting a clogged chute every few minutes, the price feels justified. It won't match a gas 2-stage in deep storms, but for moderate to heavy wet snowfall in residential settings, it performs with far less drama than most cordless competitors. Number 3 is the Ariens Classic 24, and this is where we step into real heavy snow territory. 2-stage design is the key here. The front auger chews up snow and feeds it to a high-speed impeller that throws it out forcefully. That separation of duties is exactly why 2-stage machines clog far less in wet conditions. The 208cc engine produces enough torque to keep everything spinning even when the snow feels like wet cement. With 24-inch clearing width and solid steel augers, this machine handles 8 to 12 inches of dense snowfall without hesitation. The impeller design maintains consistent discharge speed, which prevents the dreaded chute packing problem. Throw distance regularly hits 35 to 40 feet in even heavy snow. Yes, you deal with oil changes, fuel stabilizer, and storage prep, but when snow is heavy and constant, this kind of mechanical strength makes the job faster and less frustrating. It's not flashy, it's functional, and that's what matters. Number 2 is the PowerSmart 24-inch 212cc snowblower, and this one surprises people. It doesn't have the same brand prestige as Ariens or Toro, but in real wet snow performance, it competes closely. The 212cc 4-stroke engine has enough torque to avoid bogging down, and the 2-stage auger impeller system keeps snow flowing continuously instead of bunching up. The self-propelled drive system also makes a big difference when you're pushing through heavy, waterlogged snow. You're guiding it, not wrestling it. clearing width is 24 inches, and it throws snow roughly 35 to 40 feet in decent conditions. In heavy, saturated snow, you're probably looking at 25 to 30 feet, still solid. Real-world runtime under load sits around 30 minutes, depending on battery size. Price-wise, expect between $600 and $800, depending on whether you're getting the 6.0 or 7.5 battery kit. It's not cheap, but compared to fighting a clogged chute every few minutes, the price feels justified. It won't match a gas 2-stage in deep storms, but for moderate to heavy wet snowfall in residential settings, it performs with far less drama than most cordless competitors. Number 1 is the Toro PowerMax 824OE, and this is where wet snow frustration basically disappears. The 256cc engine provides serious torque, and torque is what keeps everything moving when snow density increases. The anti-clogging chute design combined with high impeller speed helps prevent the buildup that usually causes jams. This machine doesn't just move snow, it forcefully ejects it, which is exactly what you want when conditions are slushy. The 24-inch clearing width balances productivity and maneuverability, and the augers aggressively break up compacted snow at the end of driveways. Throw distance can exceed 40 feet in ideal conditions and remain strong even when snow is heavy and wet. Pricing typically ranges from $1,000 to $1,200 depending on retailer and time of year. It's an investment, but if you deal with consistent heavy snowfall, it feels like buying reliability rather than just buying equipment. The truth is simple. Wet, heavy snow exposes weak machines immediately. Small electrics can handle moderate conditions if you stay ahead of storms, but once accumulation gets deep and dense, torque and 2-stage design win every time. Prices range from roughly $350 for capable cordless models to over $1,000 to $1,200 for serious 2-stage gas machines. The difference isn't marketing, it's mechanical strength, impeller speed, and the ability to keep snow moving so it doesn't clog. If you've ever had to stop mid-driveway to dig slush out of a chute, you already know how valuable that is.